Alright, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's time for another relaxing Sunday with Everquest. With Jin and Lope.
Yes. So I know we left off last Sunday, we were gonna go to Castle Mistmore, but when we logged in, there's already people in Castle Mistmore at the entrance camp, and we don't really feel like fighting people for it. So we're gonna go to, what did we decide on? Wraith Mountain for Hill Giants or Ocean of Tears for Goblins?
I think we went to Ocean of Tears.
Ocean of Tears it is. So we're gonna go to the Ocean of Tears.
Let's not hit the key to change the frame.
I didn't sleep well last night, so I might not be as active as I normally am on stream.
Okay, this is the mellow stream.
Yeah.
We sit down, and we talk a lot of shit that we might think we know something.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I got about 4 hours of sleep last night because I had a gallstone pass.
Ooh.
So I was up most of the night in pain.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I got to sleep at around 8 a.m. and woke up at around noon. Go to the store.
Yeah.
I baked an apple pie this morning.
That's not nice.
I got a
Apple pie's
free
good.
apple bun thing from the donut shop here.
Very nice.
Which donut shop?
The only donut shop in town.
At the Big Spider. I'm gonna go around the Big Spider.
Wait, do we have a donut shop in the town?
Yeah. It's been there forever.
Really?
Yeah. You
What's
know,
the
it's
name?
it is called Daily Donut.
Really? Wow.
And you get donuts there daily.
Evidently.
Usually pop over there on the weekends and get a breakfast croissant thing, and
Ooh,
they're
yum.
delicious.
I thought about opening up like a food cart type thing before. I'd make good food. Not great food, but it's good food.
Yeah.
But what I would want to do is I would want to have a really simple menu, like
Mhm.
1 or 2 items.
A bowl of ranch and cheese.
No, right? Actual food, not the weird things that I make because I'm hungry.
Fair.
I don't know, like you live in the South, so you guys have some weird foods.
There's that.
I feel like you can make it work.
Yeah. We're gonna go the slow way because I am feeling like going the slow way.
There's a place in Portland that just does waffles.
Yeah, I mean, but they probably have different varieties of waffles too.
Nah.
Or do they just do plain waffles?
I mean, technically it's a Liege waffle, but it's just Liege waffles. And
Oh,
there's just
okay.
different, like, toppings you can get. It's kind of clever.
Yeah. I was thinking like, I don't know, find a food, serve that food, maybe a side and drinks, and that would be about it. Maybe a dessert.
My girlfriend's brother is looking at opening up a food truck doing potatoes.
Nice.
But I don't know.
Hey, I had a great idea for a food truck for smash burgers.
Yeah. I've also thought about like what it would take to just buy like a gas station or a shop to like. There's no board game shops around here at all.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
wonder how well it would do if I could open a board game shop around here.
right?
Don't openly announce you sell D&D books, or else they'll be at you for selling devil books.
Well, but I don't think if I went to like the air quote big city near me, they don't have me in that city. If I opened it up in that city, I think I'd be alright.
Yeah. My cat is tugging on my arm, wanting to be pet, and when I reach out to pet her, no, I don't want it no more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're by the dwarf city.
Yeah. Ocean of Tears entrances on this zone. So we go to the docks and we'll go to the Ocean of Tears.
Yay!
No, you gotta cry. It's the Ocean of Tears, not yay.
They're happy tears.
No, they're not.
Yeah, there was a decent comic book store that was around here for a while. I think
That's right.
some bullshit happened with a lawsuit and they had to shut down.
Yeah.
The game shop opened up and I guess they're doing really well.
Oh, that's good.
Like I said, I wouldn't mind opening like a game store like that, but I don't have the capital to do it. I also wouldn't mind like buying a gas station that's already basically running, but
Yeah. Well, part of that comes
don't
down
have the
to
capital to do it.
you'd probably get a business loan for something.
Maybe.
The pain in
Guess
the ass
I'd-
probably would be getting the contracts with like Games Workshop or something. Wizards of the Coast.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't. If I was opening up a board game shop, I wouldn't want to do a chain.
No, I'm not talking about a chain, but getting contracts with them so you can purchase wholesale.
Oh no,
items.
that's easy. Wholesale purchases are easy to set up. I know how to do that.
Yeah. When I was doing my wheelchair thing, God, that was a pain in the ass.
It's man, maybe for wheelchair stuff. For like other stuff, not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you want to stock and whether or not you want it to be like a place for war games to be played. But I don't actually know.
Oh man, when I lived in Reno, there was a place that had this big, massive area to do war games in. Like, there was matches that were 3 tables long, and they had props, just walls of props. It was amazing.
It's a place like that in Portland called Guardian Games.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's the kind of place that I would want to have. But again, setting it up is expensive. We lost the lope.
I'm putting Spirit of the Wolf on myself again.
We'll wait for our
Trying
lope.
to.
And I wanted to get into the war games, but I just could never get enough money to buy an army.
Right?
I've never been a big on the war games type stuff. They're neat, but I don't have the time or the skill to paint it myself, and I wouldn't want to pay for somebody else to paint my stuff for me.
Oh, I would love to paint the army. That'd be fun.
I wouldn't be good at it.
Oh, neither would I, but it would be fun.
Fair enough.
But see, the trick is you start off by painting orc armies.
I was just gonna fucking say that way it doesn't matter. Apply a
Give them
green coat,
a bucket of red paint. Done.
right? Apply a green coat.
Make
Get
them
some
go
red and
faster.
some blue. Call it good.
Or if you really want to be special, paint them purple so nobody can see them.
Oh, that's true. If you paint them purple, they're all invisible.
Yep.
Just show up with a bunch of empty figurine bases with some purple splotches on it. Just my orc army.
1,000
All
points.
invisible. What's that? Either a war chief or a war beast, depending on which one you don't want.
Oh man, I'm actually kind of pumped for the, or is it already? I think they're doing another Space Marine?
Oh.
Or it might already be out.
Yes. Hail the translate locator, and click travel to Ocean of Tears.
I like to think it's just Chuckster style from fucking Mario Sunshine. Send me to the Ocean of Tears. He just hucks you off the dock.
Kinda.
I'd be greatly concerned if a gnome could do that.
No. Alright, so the Goblin Island is that way. We're probably gonna want to swim.
Yeah. It's salty!
Oh god, I'm
It is
wet.
salty.
Well, leveling up my swimming. That's good.
Right?
Yeah, I'm at
Nice
7 now. 8.
9.
I'm at 10.
Look at you. Guess you took a bath once.
I mean, I'm rather prone to falling into things.
Hey, I just hit 10. There, my border is just like walking on your back.
I mean, I get it. Doesn't want to get wet.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Hot Shots Part Dukes.
Welcome to the Ocean of Tears. There will be tears and ocean. As you can tell, we are already at the ocean part. Not quite yet to the tears part.
And Lopez decided to be a submarine.
I've become one with the water.
Alright, I hope you have water breathing.
No.
Alright.
But I'm out of drink, so I figure this is the next best thing.
Yeah,
Just
you can
soak in
open
it
your
like a
mouth and it
frog.
just
Yeah.
right in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ocean water, so it's good for you. It's got all the
All that
salt,
salt you
the
need.
electrolytes.
I mean, you know, what is blood if not specialized seawater? I'm just trying to make it easier on myself.
That's right. Easier to process because
Exactly.
The
Blood already goes
hallucinations
into
mean
my
you're
lungs.
healthy.
Yeah.
it's got what plants need.
It's got what plants need. Plants crave it. I'm pretty sure I have summon drink.
You
I do.
should.
Yeah.
I
No worries.
don't really have summon drink. I have summon food at 29, but I'm not 229 yet, so I can't give you food. But I can summon drink.
I do. I have summon drink and summon food. So we're good.
I'm actually almost out of food. Yeah, I should probably buy some
Look,
next time we're in
I
town.
can see the goblins on the Goblin Island ahead of us.
I like that we just show up out of nowhere, swim a beeline, and just start murdering. I
That is
feel
what we do.
cook. Welcome.
Where we
I'm
are
feeling
murder
the name of
hobos.
God.
This part of the beach looks relatively empty. We'll start there.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how this goes, I might have a lot of cook jokes, so just fucking prep yourselves for that shit.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, damn right.
Yes, chef. Ah, yes. Land.
Yes, this is a good place of sand to poop.
This will be the new litter box for Charval.
Alright, yeah. So, we kill goblins now.
Alright.
There's not really good drops here, but it's a Zen zone, like Cloudrel Caverns, so the experience will be good.
That's good. You gotta love being full of zen.
Zen, Z-E-M.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm too zen to care.
Yo!
Alright, maybe we
Goblin,
should
run!
care a little bit.
I'm sorry, I had so many screens open. I was trying to put a bottle of water in a goddamn box. Yeah, we're fine. You're all good.
Listen, you put the rum in the coconut.
That's where I messed up. You're right. I was trying to put the coconut in the rum, and then I break the bottle. Wind up just having myself some pink coconut water. It's weird.
Yeah. If we decide this isn't great, we can also go down to the undead island.
Alright.
I mean, we don't even have to pull here. They just come to us.
As they should.
Although this is getting a
They
little
keep
hairy.
trying to root me.
I've noticed that. Oh, and they got
I
painted
am
black on
rooted.
you. Boy, gobos. Knock it off.
Calm your shit, goblins. My pet died. I'm gonna resummon my pet.
Maybe we should focus on the shaman. There's 2 shamans, that's why.
Maybe we should go to the undead island.
No, we got this was just a bad pull. Once your warder destroys that thing, we can get the shamans now. I'm rooted.
There's now a 3rd shaman.
Wow, okay, yeah, we may need to move.
I am also rooted. Thank you.
I am also good.
We'll get to the root of the problem soon.
There's a 4th goblin now.
It's another
Also a
goddamn shaman.
Maybe we go undead next.
Yeah, this is not turning out too well for us so far.
This is just like Captain Cook!
Fine for the first one. I'm dead.
I'm
Until it
sorry.
ran away, and nobody stopped it, and we aggroed everything. Alright, we'll go to the undead island next. It was worth a try.
I'm taking you with me! Stop healing him!
I forgot how badly those goblins act.
And another one.
So, there's a few goblins on the Goblin Island, I should point out. Just like, good thing about undead, they don't run.
Well, our problem wasn't that they ran, it's that they ran to us.
Yes, it was. No, the problem was that they ran.
One ran, the
first
other
one was
one's
fine.
just
We
added.
pulled no, the problem was that the first one ran and we followed it because we had to, and that put us right into their spawning area. So it was because it ran that was the issue with that pull, and we ended up fighting in an area where they just kept aggroing onto us
Yeah.
instead of back where it was safer, because we followed that one because it ran. If it hadn't run and we had stayed where we were, we would have been fine and been able to pull over to that area and not had any problems.
Yeah.
So we'll go to an island with undead where they don't run, so we won't have that problem.
Alright. I'm gonna go see if I can find some ranged weapons. Some more throwing
Okay.
knives. So I ran out.
Plus, we'll be in a place where we can fish if we have downtime.
Yeah.
Get that fishing skill up. Lope, not die?
Look, died.
No, I'm good.
It's not showing you as being back here.
Are you in Charval?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird. My game must be just glitched a bit or something.
I didn't see him either. He's not showing up on the health bar, huh? There it is.
Yeah, I'm
Nope.
here.
Yeah, couldn't find
We'll do
anything.
the undead. That'll be easier.
Alright, ready when you guys are.
I need to sit and get mana, so does Lope. Well, everyone is doing that. I need to go use the restroom.
Have a wonderful time. There you are.
I know.
I guess you guys are going to check one more place for throwing weapons.
Okay.
Because I feel that would be very helpful. Yeah, think braining over there.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Most think Brennan.
Sweet. I now have 200.
200 what?
Throwing
I'm back.
daggers?
200 throwing daggers.
Nice. That should last a while.
100 in each hand.
Just stick them between your knuckles, like Freddy Krueger.
Yes, 100 of them.
That's fine. Yeah, there we go.
Between all 200 of my fingers, got it.
Look, there's 4 spaces between your fingers. You got 100 for each hand. That's only 25 daggers between each finger.
Well, there we go. Can't argue with that math.
Yeah. Hey, you can't hold 25 daggers between each finger. You're doing something wrong.
Okay, but like, would the space between the thumb and the forefinger be considered the space,
Yeah.
or would you only have the 3 spaces in like full Wolverine style?
No, you get the
Mm,
space
good point.
between the thumb and the index finger. That gives you 25 daggers per space to hold the daggers. They gotta be really small daggers to get 25 of them in there.
Yeah, pretty small daggers.
Oh, we'll go to the Ocean of Tears again, but we'll go to the Undead Island instead. If I remember right, there's gargoyles on the Undead Island too. And who doesn't love killing gargoyles and undead?
I don't know, man. I grew up watching gargoyles. I might feel something.
These look nothing like those. We would have been killing gargoyles in Castle Mistmore too.
Yeah, fair.
Because the vampires have gargoyles. For a reason. I guess. Oh.
It doesn't really make sense why vampires would have gargoyles, because they also don't work in the sun.
Thank you. No, it makes perfect sense why they would have gargoyles. To guard them at night when they're the least vulnerable. That's when you need the most protection, when you're the least vulnerable.
Alright.
True. Really just double down on your strengths, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Double down on the strengths, double down on the weaknesses. It's just all better.
All better.
No one would think twice about entering in while I'm asleep and murdering me.
That would never happen. That's why you need to have protection at night when you're awake. The time you're most likely to be attacked.
There we go. Just before bed. Because how will they know you're asleep unless they check?
Exactly.
Yeah. And I lost you guys.
We're at the Caladim stone. That's the Felweath stone. That's the Iridan stone. That's the Hallis stone.
I just turned the corner and you guys were both gone, so...
I'm waiting at the stone.
I intended to, but then I clicked, so now I'm gone.
Lope was not ready to wait for you at the stone. Lope was like, I gotta go. I got the
Lope
zoom.
waits for no one!
I got places to be, areas to sit down in and wait for mana. That's what I do.
Alright. Got a full spa day planned.
The only true way to get mana back.
My warden became tiny again. Let's make it Tiny Companion to make it even bigger.
It has tripled in size.
Yes.
So small.
Delightful.
The tiniest of companions now. You made me laugh, and now I'm choking on my Rolo that I was eating.
Yeah, that's what you get for not sharing.
I mean,
You
I
can't
was
have
gonna
my
say-
Rolos. They're my Rolos. Fuck you.
I mean, that was a good enough joke that he was rolling on the floor.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. New raffle drop.
Rolo drop.
Roller drop.
We wrote it up.
Rolo drop so hard, snap you like a Twix.
Oh, shit. That joke was worth 100 grand.
Oh, snap into a Slim Jim.
Flip into a snapkin. Or you could slip into a gym snap.
Sounds kinky.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely needed cream after that.
Yeah.
Chafing like a mofo after the gym snap. Quality humor. That's what we're here for.
Quality. The highest of quality.
Mm-hmm.
The
If
highest
you
of
lower your
lowbrow.
brows enough.
Nothing but the best for our viewers.
Yeah.
The highest of lowbrow.
There we go. Straight up limbo in here.
I almost fell off the dock. Hail, Translator Fithrop. I would like to travel to the Ocean of Tears again. But this time, I would like to not have tears. I did warn you the tears were coming. And now we are all sad. Alright. Ready to swim again?
Sure. Which way we going this time?
This way! I'm so good at swimming, I'm not even touching the water.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you would lay down on a skateboard and just kind of belly surf around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until you run over one of your fingers and remove one of your nails. That was fun.
I'm glad that's not a universal experience.
Yeah, me too.
Happened to me.
I believe it.
It was at my grandparents' house. It has this very steep driveway going down head first, because, smart, no helmet. And
As you do.
at the end, you have to bank off to the right, or else you'd go careening into the front door, and there's this concrete step there. So I managed to bank, but got too close to the side, so my hand got trapped between the concrete step and the skateboard, ran over my thumb, and took the thumbnail off.
Ow.
Didn't tell nobody about it.
No. I get that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had a friend that was not the brightest person who decided they had to clean out a garage, and they found like a tiny little amount of gas, and they were like, oh, well, we'll just throw this on a thing and use it to burn this other stuff that I need to get rid of anyway. And I've got this water jug over here. If it gets weird, I can just throw the water on it without checking to see if it was water. So they start a small fire. It started with gasoline. It, of course, starts to get a little hairy, so they go, well, I should probably be safe. And they throw just like kerosene on it. I think it was either kerosene or ethanol. Just fucking...
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the resulting explosion probably would put out the fire.
It did. It did put out the fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fire was out.
It also lit the plastic jug on fire, and they had to then deal with that. But
One problem at a time. We checked one off. We now have another one to do.
yeah. See, it's victory.
We call that progress.
I like how we all have slightly different swimming speeds. We're very spread out.
Oh, there's Lou. Couldn't see him for a second.
I'm not
How
sure
am
why
I-
I'm so slow.
Yeah, you might be
I'm
able
in
up.
Never mind.
But you're still over encumbered?
Yeah.
What do you have? That just,
Boxes.
I get
Nothing but boxes and chainmail. I'm only 8 pounds over encumbered though. So.
Yeah,
I'm actually over encumbered too.
I am not. 'Cause I don't have chain.
Yeah, okay, the chain and 200 throwing knives is probably kind of heavy.
Yeah. I see Lope out there. Lope's a coming.
I'm on my way.
There's a bunch of fins behind him.
It just looks like he's flailing out in the
He's drowning.
ocean and not getting any
Right.
closer.
At least it's not like a WoW where your stamina starts to drop and then you die.
Yeah. Good job, Lope. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm on my way.
Just use the shield like a kickboard.
Right? This person's form is terrible.
Yay, Lope made it. Good job. You learned how to swim. Alright, yeah, this would be better.
He's got 2 axes. Interesting.
They aggro, but they don't run, so it's much better. That one has a shield. And that one's not 2 axes. That's an axe and a mace.
I saw it from behind. It looked like 2 axes.
It did. You were correct. The nice thing about these enemies is that they are from the base game, the original EverQuest. So they have lower health than the stuff on the moon.
Sorry, I just forgot we were on the moon.
You're like, oh yeah, we're moon cats.
It's weaker than the stuff on the moon. What? Right, moon. I'm moon people.
These earth creatures have no match for our moon creatures.
I'm assuming all of these weapons are also not worth picking up.
Yeah, the rusty ones probably aren't. The
Parrying dagger, though.
the buckler might be alright, and the parrying dagger might be alright. The parrying dagger is nice just because it's AC, and you can put it in same slot as like a shield.
I am so down for that.
So instead of having a shield, you've got a spear and a dagger, and you can wear it as a shaman.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that with a shaman.
Yeah. I will give it to Lope.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna greed roll it. I'm sure we'll find another one.
Oh yeah, probably, but I mean, I want to see you dual wield, but not actually dual wield.
Oh yeah, this feels right. This feels more complete.
I mean, it's the same AC as that buckler.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rusty weapons aren't worth it, but the experience is fine, and we're getting money, and the undead are much easier to control than the goblins, so. If we want to make money, we can always go kill hill giants later, but for now, skeletons. And there's quite a few of them, so we won't run out anytime soon.
And this is pretty chill.
Yeah.
Not frantic and scary like a bunch of goblins.
Balls. Clicked the wrong one.
You fool!
Yeah. And I rooted the wrong one. I'm just fucking up every which way.
Good on you, boy.
Alright, have fun. Me and my new dagger are gonna go over here and chill for a bit. No, I guess. No. I'm not doing that.
Ah, this just feels good.
Man, this is like feels like the equivalent of going out into like the back of your property with a couple of buddies because you got to throw like 30 yearling trees into a fucking wood chipper.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I'm gonna get so bored I might throw my fucking self into the wood chipper. So just come out and talk to me for a bit, because please.
Yeah, I've had days like that.
Right?
But it's a good kind of day like that.
Exactly. Like there's a certain joy you can have in those days. It's just satisfying as fuck.
Exactly. That's why I like this game. Because if you get into the right place and in the right zone, it's just relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I call this Everchill.
Yeah.
We're not sweaty. No, okay, we are sweaty, but not like game sweaty.
I mean,
Not in
it
this
takes
game.
me a bit to get into that zone, yeah, for any given game, but yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, maybe that's what I should be. A javelina instead of a ferret.
Oh, what?
You know those little pigs in California?
Oh.
Yeah, those little wild boar pigs.
Nah, I think you have better ferret energy.
That's fair.
It's either ferret or bird. That's...
Also fair.
The birds are gross.
What?
Have you met Lope?
Fair enough.
Actively roosts and, like, frequently uses his feet as hands.
Like, okay, so you
Okay,
gotta stop doing that
dude,
because
that's
you're
not a bird
basically
pig.
narrating me right now.
Wait, don't you remember when I could accurately depict what you were doing every day?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And it was like, you're saying that, and I'm like, oh, I should probably, like, move a little bit because I've been sitting in this weird fucking position for like an hour. And then while I'm doing that, I'm fucking moving my... Yeah. That's just...
It is what it is.
God gave you 4 limbs. You should be able to do 4 different tasks.
Yeah, I agree. I pick up stuff with my feet all the time because I don't want to bend down to grab it on the floor.
Yeah, but
That's-
do you actually manipulate them with your feet?
Yeah.
Nice. See? Gents gets it.
Right.
I'll grab, like, you know, a shirt or a pin or whatever I drop on the floor, pick it up between my toes and hand it up to my other hands. And...
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you open up a soda with your feet?
Yeah.
Alright. Then maybe I'm the weird one here that can't do that.
Perfectly normal to open sodas with your feet.
If you say so. Anybody watching has to comment on this one. Can you open up a soda with your feet? Am I the weird one here?
Yes, you are.
I mean, so I'll be honest, because you can kind of like trick that one if you got good solid toenails.
I don't need toenails to do it.
Shit. Okay. Well,
Damn.
there we go. Man, we found.
No, I can't. I don't know. I probably could, but it would be harder to like open a beer bottle without. But like a soda bottle, easy.
No, if it's a twist beer bottle, like I feel that would be pretty easy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I could
this
also
was a
do a
pop
twist
top,
one.
a pull tab soda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can. Oh, I'd have to use an implement probably for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Loke
yeah. I
doesn't
mean,
need.
same.
I watched you do it in front of me, man. You don't need
I
nothing.
mean, you know.
And then you and clawed me with your foot.
Also true. I feel like this is important to note that I was, I think, 16 at the time. Let the record show. I, as a grown man, will not claw a motherfucker with my feet.
Unless they disrespect you.
No, it's like, yeah, that's how that's a fight at that point. Like, yeah.
So, been watching an anime called Chainsaw Man. Fucking
Yeah.
watch it, that's great. And there was a line there that reminded me of you, Lo. When we had a discussion a long time ago, it was like, if you had to get into a fight with somebody, would you fight fairly or would you just end it as fast as you could? And I remember you telling me that, you know, I would do nothing but beat them in the crotch just to end the fight. And
Yeah.
so,
I mean,
in
yeah.
Chainsaw Man, one of the things he says is just like, if I'm fighting a dude, it's nuts or nothing. And then he proceeds to beat the crap out of this guy's balls for a while.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Did anyone want the other parrying dagger or the wooden shield?
Nope, I'm good.
Alright. The wooden shield has more AC than the parrying dagger by 1. But it's not a parrying dagger.
It's true.
Yeah, I can still attack with mine.
Also, that shield that Lope has, the actual shield has wisdom on it, which is better than either of those things. But parrying dagger.
Yeah,
Oh, it does have wisdom, doesn't it? That is why I was using that. Yeah, it's got 3.
But parrying dagger.
I know, right?
I would love to see like a sword and spear fight scene in a movie.
Ooh, right? That's why I was so... Okay, can I just... sorry, you fucking triggered something in me.
Nah, go for it.
I don't remember. There was that weird spate where, like, the Trojan War was super popular in Hollywood for some reason. I think because someone realized they could make Brad Pitt kind of look like an idealized Achilles.
Yeah.
Kinda? Yeah.
Right? But I was so fucking annoyed at that movie that the thing they decided to do that was like why Achilles was the greatest warrior was the most ridiculous, like, nothing random acrobatics where he like twists, wiggles, and stabs a man in the throat with a spear over the shield. And it's like, what? And he
Yeah,
does
I
that every
remember that
time.
part.
It's not even like,
It's not a real fight move. It's just a twist wiggle thing.
yeah. And it's like, at least show him, I don't know, fighting the guy.
No, twist wiggle.
Yeah, but it's literally every time. They're like, he'll have to fight, and he's just like, twist wiggle.
Man, now I'm gonna have to. What was that, Troy?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
God, it bothered me because it was like, you have the Iliad. Why are you not doing the Iliad? And they're like, no, we have to make it better. It's like, no, motherfucker, it's the Iliad. The purpose of doing it is doing it.
I mean, probably also because he couldn't do it.
I mean, there's that. That's fair. I feel like they couldn't get a stunt double at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but still.
Or more than likely, hey, we've got CGI now, which was like right at the forefront of it. And I think they were
Yeah.
using it for photo minutes and stuff. And you don't have to pay those people as much.
Well, you should, but
Yeah. But
especially
who's gonna tell them?
now since everything's like hitting the fan on everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I don't like dual wielding, especially in movies. It's really dumb. I like the idea
Yeah.
of if you're gonna dual wield, they generally should be different sizes because that makes sense. Or you know, dual wielding axes is fine, but they have to be hatchets, something manageable, not big ass axes that don't make any sense to swing around like that.
Well, there is an argument to be said for things like parrying daggers in certain situations. You're still better off with a buckler.
Oh yeah.
But if you need a defensive weapon, a dagger is a good offhand defensive weapon. You can use it to parry and block and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But you're not attacking with both. You're never attacking with both. One's a defensive only, and one of them is offensive.
Yeah, which is like the weird stuff in Hollywood is dual longswords. Yeah, it's nifty, but there's no way in hell is that in any way helpful to a fight.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
And I mean, like at that, the only thing that has is the like reach, but literally everything else is shit. And you would be much better off just dual wielding like spears or javelins.
Yeah. I mean, you would.
And even then, you wouldn't want to dual wield most of those because those are weapons that you're gonna want to have two hands on the shaft for.
Exactly.
I mean,
That would.
even still, you'd be more dangerous as somebody with just one sword than some guy with two swords.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like dual wielding outside of video games.
Yeah.
In video games, I can pretend it makes sense
Yeah.
because you're playing something that's more than a normal human can do.
Yeah.
True.
Essentially a line that's standing upright and got enough muscle behind me to dual wield two long swords.
And you're not doing fancy fighting moves, you're just hacking at things. And there's magic to keep you alive.
I mean, to be fair, we're like 8 feet tall, so what is long swords for a human is not
Short
a long
swords.
sword. Yeah, they're short swords.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. Like, you're not doing any fancy defensive fighting or anything like that. You're just hacking at something wildly, basically, with not really any real weapons training. And you have somebody keeping you alive with magic, so it doesn't really matter if you have good weapon training as long as you can hit the thing.
Yeah.
So in a fantasy setting, with magic to keep you alive and healthy and protected, it makes sense. You gotta hit it, and you gotta hit it hard as you can. You don't really care if you get hit. You're not trying to be defensive. You're not trying to do anything other than hit the thing. So, dual wielding works. In a real setting, not so much.
Well, in a real setting, so I know this is completely not a good idea, but it's interesting to me in the idea is that if you have a short spear in one hand and like an arming knife in the other.
You're still better off holding that spear with two hands.
100%. But I like that idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Because both can be easily utilized as a defensive weapon, and then you also have the reach to catch people off guard if they try to disengage with you.
The only way you're going to use the spear as a defensive weapon is if you have both hands on the spear.
And I also love the ridiculousness of two-handed swords in all of history.
Yeah. To be fair, long swords are technically a two-handed sword.
True. But, like, the Nadachi, the Claymore...
Oh, you're talking about the huge two-handed swords that were used for specialized purposes, but not for normal combat.
Yeah, they were originally used for specialized purposes, but then also just became a status symbol.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous the size that they got.
Yeah. But those are, considered specialized weapons. They were very specific things that you wouldn't use all the time in not normal combat.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time in like normal actual combat, you're gonna have a longsword, maybe a shield, but you're most likely shields are expensive, so and longswords are expensive. So if you have a shield, you're probably gonna be using a short sword.
Yeah.
Two-handing, you're gonna have a long sword, and you're gonna be wearing like a gambeson. You're not gonna be wearing like heavy plate most of the time. There's very, very rare and very few parts of history for a very short amount of time when people actually wore full plate into combat. Again, that was mostly a status thing, like the claymores and stuff like that, where people didn't actually use it for the most part, except for a very short period in history.
Yeah. And then the ridiculousness of the sawtooth greatsword, which was hilarious.
Yeah. There's been speculation that those sawtooth greatswords were actually not used for combat at all, ever.
Oh, no, never. They were purely status.
Oh no, they actually had uses for them. Apparently, that was early attempts at making a saw to cut down trees. That people made crazy stupid. They were trying to adapt swords to being able to cut down trees, and it didn't quite work.
Fair enough, but I mean, generally they were made out of the skull of the sawtooth shark or whatever.
Oh, those ones, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little different. That was more...
I dinged.
Congrats. We're getting lots of nice cloths. That'll sell for decent.
Right? Oh, amount of mana.
And it doesn't weigh as much as the weapons do.
Right.
Might want to sit after this one work so that Lope can get mana back. Lope is out.
Alright.
Nah, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
We're out of mana because I've been using it to nuke the skeletons for fun.
Oh, that's fair.
Because I was like, wait a second, I can do this!
Yes, you can.
And we also got the warder, which is nuking things too, so these are going pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still good experience. Oh, I just realized I leveled up.
Yeah, we are
I have a new spell.
23 now.
No, I wanted to learn this spell. I didn't want to get up.
Yes, in the middle of the battlefield is the time to sit down and read.
Yeah. And I'm gonna cast a spell on you. Ah,
No!
I'm gonna cast another spell on you. Ah.
Now you can ride the warder into battle.
Now we'll make Lope small.
Yes. Perfection.
I'm coming for your ankles.
Oh, hell yes. The smaller I am, the harder it is for them to find me.
Now the skeletons look angry and big.
There we go.
thrown weapon is about the size of my torso now. Loved it.
You know, I much prefer the game from this perspective.
And in my warder, I'm not gonna make it small.
No.
You can't, it will only get bigger. We went through this.
Oh my god, this is...
You've had access to this spell for a lot longer than me.
Yeah, I just, you know, my imagination was stunted, apparently. I didn't have vision.
You know,
I've been waiting for this spell. I will use it all the time.
Excellent.
We will never be any fight bigger than this.
I am so down for that. You have no fucking idea.
tapping into the tiny ferret energy.
Oh my god, yes.
It feels so fast. I mean, just move.
Right? Yeah.
Now imagine if I was a bard.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh. That gives me weird shivers.
Mm-hmm. Also, kitty big.
It's pretty fantastic, yes. Oh, you need protect.
We're like the size of house cats now.
Right? I was just gonna say it's a good thing that by the time like warrior cats was popular,
Just a gargoyle, he'll fine.
yeah, but suddenly there was an ass in my face.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I never had the opportunity to discover warrior cats at the moment in my life where that would have been like what I'm about.
Yeah.
I would absolutely have been a warrior cats person.
I have to say, pretty great so far.
Come on, man. Just let a tiny cat person rest.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
After this, we definitely need to rest, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We will rest after this.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
I'll get my warder on it.
Oh, thank you.
You're overzealous today, I feel. Well, I'm overzealous, pulling too much.
I mean, we got this. It's just gonna be.
Slow.
Oh, you got the zoomies because you were excited because small kitty.
Yeah, man.
You condense my size down, what's concentrated the murder.
Concentrated murder.
That is a good term for bloodlust.
Yeah, I mean, the concentrated murder is better than, you know, murder boner.
And now we sit.
You have disappeared under the ground for me.
Have I?
Yeah.
There, is that better?
Yep.
Fantastic.
And we sit there and watch the gargoyle fight the skeletons over there. Oh, here comes a skeleton to say hi. But we're small enough that it can't see us.
Sure. We'll go with that. It's not fear that's holding it back.
No, not fear. It can't see us. For we are too small. Skeletons can only see things of certain sizes. We are too small for that size.
So you can't see things that are a certain size smaller than you because they're just too small to catch your eye. But how big would something have to be for you to actively ignore it? Because it'd be too scary to acknowledge it.
I mean, I have a feeling that if there was ever anything that big, I would just be dead if I was close enough to see it anyway.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Like it was the biggest motherfucking polar bear, and it's like, it's not attacking you. You see it. Like, do you just ignore it?
Yeah,
All right.
I guess. I mean, I'd probably stare at it, which would probably make it attack me.
I mean, you can kind of look at it at the corner of your eyes, at least. Like,
Yeah.
far enough away they can't tell if you're looking at them, unless your face is directly to them.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know.
Right?
I feel like something would have to be a lot bigger than that, and again, if it was that much bigger than that, then I would be dead if it was within seeing distance.
Like, how about Godzilla?
That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I get that too.
Next size up, I guess, would be like, what about Galactus, you know?
Again, if it's within seeing distance, I'm probably dead.
I mean, there's like a valley for me, or I guess a peak if we're talking about like the size something needs to be for me to just kind of ignore it. Let's say there's like I don't know, if it's man or bear sized or shaped, 20 foot, like above 20 feet, and I'm probably gonna like pretend I don't see it and hope that it's not interested in me in any fucking way. But after like a certain point, I'm just gonna start screaming at it. It's like skyscraper sized face. I'm just gonna be like, all right, we're going. We're fighting now.
I mean, I'm gonna die in like half a second. I might as well go out and fight.
Yeah, right?
Running is no longer an option.
Yeah, there's... I'm the size of an ant, and what ant do I remember? The motherfucker that bit me on the pinky. That one. I'm gonna be that ant to you, fucker.
Oh man, I went camping one time. I got ants in like the bed I was sleeping in, and getting bit on the junk by an ant sucks.
Yeah.
I'm glad I've never experienced that, and I don't want to.
It sucks.
Now, I have had a tick bite on that area.
Ooh,
Lord Almighty.
I feel that's worse.
Yeah.
The ticks have a numbing agent that they put out, so...
Yeah, but... Ugh. That's just rude. That's like an extra little rudeness to that.
Yeah.
I mean, could you get excited and then just make it pop?
Alright, that I feel like has to be done visually by someone at some point.
I don't think anybody would willingly do that or even attempt that. That is awful.
No!
Yeah.
Just...
Now, I do know that when I was a kid, one of my friends could like increase the blood flow into their arm whenever they wanted to. I don't know how, but they could, like, if a mosquito bit them on the arm, they would flex their arm and the mosquito would pop.
Right.
Because it would force all the blood into the mosquito and pop it.
And you're a guy who, you know, kind of a mix of... You're a very large skeleton, aren't you?
We're just tiny kitties.
I know. Because he was, you know, day worker essentially. So he had like the sun damaged skin that was tough enough and enough or little enough fat that the skin was just tied against the muscle that he could just trap them. So
Oh,
like
he
he'd let
squeeze
them
his
drink.
muscles and trap the mosquito.
Well, it was like it tightened his skin enough because of the mixture of his skin and his musculature that the elastin would snap shut apparently.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
So
impressive.
he'd let them drink and then he'd trap them there. And yeah. He was a weird dude, but funny. Nice enough. Aside from the, psychological torturing of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
See, I've made this game more exciting because now they're giant skeletons we're fighting.
Right?
They were already greater skeletons, so. And they got that
But
classic
now they're
laugh.
giant greater skeletons. Yeah, it's gotta love that classic, like skeleton.
Right?
And it's great as a necromancer fighting skeletons with your skeleton pet as a skeleton, all of them laughing.
So much laughter. I know it's not huge, but I am enjoying all the cloth gear we're getting.
Right.
That's just money in the bank right there. It's not a lot of money, a few silver each one, but
Still money.
yeah.
Right.
And money that doesn't weigh a lot. Do you kind of want to see how small I can make the porter with the shrink spell?
Go for it. Let Loke get some mana.
I heal my order first, and I will try shrinking it. Only bigger.
Yes. I'm getting some battle pug vibes now. This is excellent.
Did you see how much bigger it got?
So good.
Ah.
Bigger than me now.
Yes.
Shrink spells work opposite on pets. So good. This is how big Beastlord pets should be. It's so big.
Yeah, if they were that big in a raid and you had more than one, that would be an awful day.
It would be so terrible. But in a small group like this, it's hilarious.
How am I so good at picking the one?
Literally target the one that has full health.
I mean,
He picked to the top of the list, we picked to the bottom of the list. It's fine.
oh, that's what's up. Where's my list?
I don't know the keybind for that.
Yeah, well, I always forget the keybinds, and so my solution to that is probably not the smartest, but it's my solution to it. I just
It should be Alt X.
go through the keyboard.
It should be Alt X. Alt key and the X key.
It is not working for me. I'll figure it out. Thank you.
Go to options and go to keys, and then go to UI and go down to extended target window and see what the key press is for it, or change it to something else.
It apparently had no key press.
Huh.
There we go. I'm still just clicking on the names.
That's a noob way.
Yep.
Oh, what a fucking noob.
Too bad.
I'm just glad we have some extended target window on this server, because it didn't for a long time, and it was annoying without it. Guess I should heal Rick. Yeah.
Just a skosh.
I mean, I'm not the healer.
Man, if only we had one.
You're fine. I'm letting them tenderize you a bit.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah.
get tenderized.
Yeah, I said it's a spa day. We start with massage, you know.
Ooh, shiatsu.
Exactly. You know what's up.
Oh yeah. Speaking of massages, my girlfriend really liked her Recce session.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think she's gonna go do it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wish you explained it. I can see it definitely being a very therapeutic experience.
Now, was it the massage and Reiki, or was it Reiki?
Just Reiki.
Okay. Curious to know more.
Yeah, they did a lot of, the way I see it is that, because humans have stupid monkey brains, the visualizations and metaphors of what they're doing helps out a lot with people releasing stress and stuff like that.
Okay, I got it.
I guess one of the things was, like, they used a feather to slice things and remove them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What is this called?
Recce.
Okay, I think you were saying Racky, and I'm like, she went and had alcohol?
I mean, that would cure me of a lot of stress too, but it,
Well, because the only thing I know is Raki, R-A-K-I, Raki, alcohol.
R-E-K-I is Recce. It's a aura massage thing.
Oh, okay. It's Eastern medicine, yes. Sorry. Sorry to anyone who believes it, I don't. Wait, why did it get healed?
Yeah.
Somebody switched sides. There's a traitor among us.
Ah. Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about Raki, the drink. It's a Turkish drink.
Ooh.
Now I'm interested to know what Raki is.
The Turkish alcohol is made from distilling grapes twice. It's usually drunk as an aperitif.
Interesting.
Yeah, have you ever had Ozo?
No?
Alright. You had Sambuca?
Nope.
Well, then you probably have no idea what Raki is like.
Yeah.
It's like Orzo or Sambuca.
Is there like a predominant flavor that it has?
I mean,
In Turkey.
normally you'll mix it with honey and cinnamon. So, but it's a pretty neutral spirit.
Gotcha.
Let's see, serving and drinking.
Although the Turkish Raki, I think, usually has anise in it, so it kind of has a licorice flavor sometimes.
Oh, okay. An anise aperitif. Okay. So like almost like, I mean, not quite the same, but I know you've tried Jägermeister.
Yeah. It's definitely not Jaeger-like because it's a clear spirit.
Yeah, but it's like that idea of a strongly, like it
Looking
has
at it
yeah.
on the wiki, it's saying it's similar to that of absinthe.
Yeah, okay.
In Turkey, raki is a national drink traditionally consumed with chilled water on the side or partly mixed in chilled water according to personal preference.
Yeah, when you mix it with water, it turns kind of cloudy and milky looking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like absinthe. Nice. Damn it, now I want absinthe. Maybe I can find some raki and I'll try that.
Yeah, maybe I should try it because it's also known as lion's milk.
Hey, well, hell.
Commonly consumed alongside meze?
Yeah, that's a selection of hot and cold, like, food.
Yeah.
It's like you get a tray and you get all different kinds of stuff on it. Like, I don't just you get a lot of stuff on there. Depending on what meze you get, it's just the name for basically appetizers in Turkish. But it's just something you have with. That's why it's an aperitif. You have it with your appetizers before your meal.
Yeah. And the founder and first president of the Republic of Turkey was very fond of raki, drinking up to half-liter daily. Neat. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that somewhere and give it a shot, because it sounds
Right?
pretty good. Maybe I can get weird on absinthe like we did in our LOL days.
Yes.
Nothing
The absinthe
compares.
armor.
I mean, if you like anise, it's pretty good. It's definitely more of an anise flavor than Jaeger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I love me some Jaeger. Ooh, I
If you
wish I had
can't
some.
find raki, get some ozu or sambuca. They have the anise kind of thing going on too.
Mm-hmm.
Sambuca is usually easier to get in the United States, so is ouzo.
Yeah.
But you can get raki at certain places too.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the alcohol shops around here are run by an Indian family.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be hard to get.
Well, ouzo's Greek, and sambuca is I don't remember where sambuca's from.
Man, I just realized something. My town is weird. Like,
Yeah.
this-
Oh, the sambuca's Italian.
Ah.
I looked it up.
But in my town, we have a donut shop, a bagel shop, and a fish and chip shop, all owned by I believe it's a Vietnamese family or a Korean family.
Yeah.
And then
What?
the bottle shops are all
Okay.
owned by an Indian family. Oh, and the smoke shops. It's
You
interesting.
might actually like Sambuca a little bit better, because it has anise in it, but sometimes they do elderflower in it too.
Ooh. I'm just wishing I had Jaeger though. I'd love a shot of Jaeger right now.
I think these are all better than Jaeger.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
they're different.
During the holidays a couple of years ago, Jaeger put out a line of spiced Jaeger. That was amazing. If you
Ooh.
see that, try it.
I would say if you'd ever get Sambuca,
Mm-hmm.
put it in coffee.
Ooh.
I'm not much of a coffee drinker.
I know, but Sambuca in coffee, especially with some sugar added to the coffee, is amazing. I don't even like coffee, and I will drink Sambuca in my coffee with a little bit of Sambuca and some sugar in there. Oh, it's good. It's actually traditionally served with coffee beans in it too, so.
Huh. Another thing I
Yeah,
haven't had before that I
so,
really want to get into. Yep, go
A
ahead.
really common thing in areas where Sambuca's from is you get a shot of Sambuca with a coffee bean in it, 1 to 3 coffee beans. And the coffee beans, if I remember right, represent health, happiness, and something else.
Hmm.
What were you saying there?
Another thing that I wanted to try that I never had officially is sake.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like sake.
Well, if you ever find your way up here, there's a couple that I like.
Yeah, definitely next time we hang out, we should have a little party.
Right? We should do like just drink testing. Or is it tasting? Tasting. That's the term.
Sure, we'll
Um,
taste the drinks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's classy.
It's only classy if it's at like, 2 p.m.
I even know of a good place that's a cidery that has like a picnic area we could do it at.
Ooh.
I will
They
say,
might even join us. Sorry, go on.
I know people love sake, and they say that it tastes like it has fruit in it. It does not to me. I cannot taste any fruit in sake. It tastes like chemicals and alcohol, and I don't get any of the fruit flavor that are supposed to be in it.
That's unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate.
There's also like a very specific temperature you need to have it at.
I guess, but
And depending
Still.
on the quality of the sake, and yeah. And that's not even like, when I say quality of the sake, there's an actual like rating system of the official quality because you sell it at different qualities, and it's basically how many times it's been sort of pseudo distilled.
Huh.
yeah.
Damn it! I guess it's my turn to Wikipedia something. 'Cause now I don't remember what the fucking sake thing is, and I know it's a whole fucking system.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
funny. None of those are good unless somebody really wants to. Does anyone have the Heroes Forge thing unlocked?
No, not yet.
No
Yeah.
idea.
I'm just gonna leave those all on the corpse unless anybody wants them.
No idea. I can't even see what they look like, so.
Yeah, they're just ornaments. They make your stuff look like stuff.
That's what it is. Special designation is what I was thinking of.
So the special designation is how many times it's been distilled, and the
Yeah,
higher,
so
the better.
it's whether or not it's had distilled alcohol added to it. What, like, I'm trying to figure out what the rice polishing ratio means, because I can figure out the rest. It has to be alcohol from rice fermentation only.
Rice polishing ratio, called Stumai measures the degree of rice polishing. For example, rice polishing ratio of 70% means that 70% of the original rice grain remains, and 30% has been polished away. It literally means rubbing away the rice until there's not much left.
Well, there we go then.
Interesting.
Ah!
We got a runner!
No, we're ridden by the side.
I nuked it.
Okay.
Should have just thought of doing that originally, but I didn't.
Nah. That requires more brain meats than we have.
Yeah. You know, maybe I've just always only ever had dry sake. I might like sweet sake.
No, fair. There are some good sweet sakes.
And this is a massive section at one of the bottle shops here.
I'll bet. They have one in a kind of funky little glass jar with a tanuki on it. I think you should try that one.
Alright, if I ever go back there, I will try and look for it and take a picture. You can tell me if it's the right one or not.
Excellent.
I mean, I did take your
Oh,
recommendation
I
on
also
Shannon.
probably made the mistake of drinking sake at room temperature instead of. You're supposed to drink.
Either they're hot or cold, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's room temperature, there's hot, and there's cold.
Mhm.
And apparently, hot is used for low grade or not very, the lower quality stuff. I'm reading the wiki now because you had me look it up because you were talking about rice polishing. I cannot say that with my list. Rice polishing. There we go. And so there was talking about serving, and it says most lower quality sake is served hot because that's the traditional way and often tastes better that way. But high-end sake, the really good stuff, is almost never served hot. It's either served at room temperature or chilled.
Oh, what were you saying, Scott? Brooke?
Oh, yeah, I'll take your recommendations on stuff because that gin you told me to get was really good.
Ooh, yeah. I will fucking pop that distillery up every time.
It was real good, and I still have some. I
Nice.
may make some after the stream.
Which did you get the Tamalpais one, or which one did you get?
I do not remember.
Ah.
It's been in my freezer for a while now, so
Apparently, to not be detrimental to the flavor, sake should be heated only immediately before serving.
That makes sense.
yeah. I'm kind of wondering if you could distill juniper berries into not an alcohol and have like a nice little juniper berry like fizz drink.
There's a soda company called Dry Soda that has a juniper soda. That is, I think, the closest thing I've been able to get to experiencing that, because it's something I also want deeply.
Maybe you got some Norse in you.
I do, actually.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like an 8th, but you know. My father qualified for the Sons of Norway scholarship.
Apparently, you can just buy juniper juice and drink it. It's usually used as medicine for people with kidney stones and diabetes because it helps promote urination. It's a really strong diuretic.
That makes sense, yeah. I mean, you know, that's kind of why I haven't really put a lot of effort into trying to find my own juniper juice to drink, but, you know.
Unless you just really need to pee a lot.
It's true. If I have that need, then it's like, well, there we go.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a really strong diuretic. Makes you pee a lot.
Well, I mean, just think of all the salty fries you could have after that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I found a website that sells juniper juice.
How ridiculously expensive is it?
One bottle is $6.99.
That's not that bad. Yeah.
But I don't think it's just juniper juice. I think it's got other stuff in there.
Also with laxative. Fire at both ends.
Nah. I think we just came up with the best mixed drink.
Yeah. So it got pomegranate, tart cherry, black mulberry, red grape, carrot juice, cranberry juice, and blueberry juice and juniper juice. I think that's mostly juniper's like the last.
Yeah, that's the least in there.
Yeah.
I got it.
I would imagine pure juniper juice is probably not that good. The only place that I'm seeing that sells it is in essential oils.
Yeah, gross. But, I mean, I went to a Norse fair here in town, and they had a juniper berry jam that they put on some stuff. It was absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah, juniper berries are great. I also really like what are they called? Can't remember what they're called. Huckleberries.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's another one.
His name was Finn.
I can't. Oh.
Well, while you're thinking about that,
I'm trying to remember what the berry's called, and it's so good, and I love it, but... Gooseberry. Are
yeah,
great.
those are
Yeah,
tasty.
gooseberry's good.
I haven't had gooseberries in forever. I also really like rhubarb pie. Rhubarb pie.
What were you saying, Lope?
The Yamato. It is juniper juice, some glycerin, and just a little drop of Epicac.
Wait,
By the time it, you take it, and then you're just a blasted wreck afterwards.
no.
No?
No.
Oops.
We can call it fire.
I've also had salmonberry pie. That's very good too.
Are we talking salmonberry as in roe, or are we talking salmonberry as there's something actually called salmonberry?
It's a fruit called a salmonberry.
All right.
I did not mean to do that.
I don't think you noticed. Don't say anything.
Salmonberry is delicious, though.
Yeah.
Haven't had it.
It's kind of like a raspberry.
Right? Sort of, kinda.
Yeah.
Back to Google.
It doesn't taste like a raspberry, but it looks really similar to one. It looks like salmon roe, really.
Yeah. Interesting.
I forget the gargoyles run.
Yeah, it's fine. I can nuke them as long as it's like 30 seconds apart for each one.
Yeah.
I remember salmon berries because we had them in Oregon a lot.
Yeah, they don't really transport.
Yeah, they don't
Like
they
at
don't
all.
transport at all, and they're like a raspberry mixed with rhubarb.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
It's like if rhubarb was a fruit instead of a root stock thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Celery's saucy cousin.
Yeah. But instead, it's in a berry form. I don't know how else to describe them. It's like sweet rhubarb, but in a berry form that looks suspiciously like a raspberry, but orange, or like deep either light orange or deep dark, almost red orange.
If the brand Sobe was able to genetically engineer a berry, this would be the berry that they would do.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And so we had a ginger cola at the high school we went to. And I don't know if it was like a product at the time or if that was just a test thing that they did at our high school. It was amazing.
Dude, that must have been a test thing, because I've never seen that, and I went to the same fucking high school, just 1 year different.
Yeah. Like, they sold out all the time, so I don't know why they didn't just make it, because it was great.
Right?
I forget that Sobe exists because we don't have it around here, but I remember it from the West Coast.
Right?
Oh, they were everywhere for a while, but then I don't know what happened, but they're hardly anywhere now.
Yeah. We didn't have them here, like, ever.
The only place around here that I think has it now is this corner shop by my house, and they only have the strawberry milk whatever. Sobe thing.
The pink one.
Yeah.
I just always call it the pink one.
That's like me when I want a Gatorade, but I want the lemon lime one. I just say, give me Gatorade flavored Gatorade.
Yeah, the Gatorade flavored one.
Right, bro. It's cute that they try to be like, oh no, it has a flavor, and it's like, no, this was literally just like all the electrolytes the college could think of, and then citric acid to make it drinkable.
Yeah, honestly, like, none of them taste any different to me.
Like,
All Gatorades pretty much taste the same. It's salty water.
Hmm.
with a bit of citric acid.
That's what it is. It's the
my,
weirdest fucking haymaker sponge. Sorry, go on.
my brother would debate you strongly on that point.
They all taste the same to me.
He also has this weird preference where, like, they're the two different kinds. There's the chalky kind, which are the normal gator ones, and then, like, the clear, more sugary kind. I don't know what they are. But there are two different gator types.
There's the cloudy Gatorade and the not cloudy Gatorade, and they taste pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my wife fucking blew my mind the other week because she actually looked it up, and the Gatorade that I have preferred, which is the blue or white ones, apparently it is in fact that they are supposed to have like mint in there at some capacity.
I can't taste it.
I cannot.
No, the glacial strawberry, whatever the hell the white one is, I could see that having like a tiny bit of mint in it to give it that little...
Yeah, and that's like, because I can't taste it, but in retrospect, I was like, it did have like a slight cooling effect, as if there was some of the actual like tiniest amount of that sort of menthol or whatever the chemical is.
It's menthol. That is correct.
It is, yeah.
I can't taste it in them, so it doesn't. Damn.
No.
You just like them because they taste cooler.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, mint is refreshing, so...
Yeah.
I don't really like mint.
Madness. Heresy, quite possibly.
That I mean, like the little chocolate wafers with mint in them.
No, not really. I'm not a big mint flavored fan, except when I used to smoke.
Yeah. Well,
I
see, there
smoked
we go.
menthol cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe through
Indeed.
quitting you acclimated that to a bad feeling.
I don't know.
Possibly. I think also, I mean, I feel like the menthol.
That's not true at all, because I could still go for a menthol cigarette right now.
Nah.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, I feel like it's more the cigarettes have a stronger menthol sensation. Everything else is like ash by comparison.
Yeah. Once you breathe pure mint into your lungs, no other mint will do. I got made fun of though, because I live in an area that's predominantly racist white people,
Yep.
and they consider menthol cigarettes to be something that only black people smoke around here.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got made fun of for smoking black people's cigarettes even though I'm white. But I'll tell you what, when I was at college, all the black kids loved me. Because I always had the menthol cigarettes. When they wanted to bum smoke.
Good way to make friends.
Yeah.
Good.
He's right there. Just... There we go. Refuse
Yeah,
to
it's a
throw
stereotype. It's a stereotype around here. White people don't smoke menthol. Black people don't smoke non-menthol. And it holds true, because black people around here don't smoke non-menthol, and white people don't smoke menthol. But I broke that trend. I was the white person that smoked the menthol.
I think that's my favorite sentence today.
Of course, that was back when cloves were a thing too, before they got like completely banned.
And I remember when clothes were all the rage and everybody had to have them.
Yeah, I never liked them.
I went to a friend's house
Hey,
one time and they wanted to
I
do.
tried one once. I tried a clove cigarette once.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. It made everything in my mouth and throat feel like it was coated in oil.
Interesting.
Yeah. I can see that.
But I went to a friend's house one time and they wanted to do like this weird arts and crafts thing and handed everybody an orange and said, okay, just shove a bunch of cloves into this now. And it smells great for all day in your house.
It does smell good, but it's not strong.
I mean, it just smelled like I cut open an orange and left it in my room. That's...
Yeah, the cloves don't add any flavor or smell or anything to that.
I mean, you
I don't
have
know
to
why
like.
people thought it did.
Well, what's weird, like, I feel like they got half of the instructions and then just like didn't wait around for the other part, because it's like you can do that if you just boil the shit out of it. Like you put it on top of a wood stove if you put it on top, or just throw it into the fucking kettle that is always on top of the stove.
Yeah, if you put it in the oven and bake it.
Yeah. Or if
But then you have baked orange and clove smell, which is not the best smell, to be honest.
Man, I kind of disagree with that. It smells like a fucking orange muffin.
No, I just had a fucking orange perforated with a bunch of cloves and left it there.
Yeah, that's a good way to make it. I mean, yeah, you could probably sell that as kombucha, but
You can tell anything is kombucha. What are you talking about?
I'm wrong.
Found this pond water. It's got some algae and that's kombucha.
Oh god, no, that's what you have to pay. What is it, $8.99 a day for down in Silicon Valley?
Don't remind, like, I have a absolutely insane fucking coworker who doesn't stop talking about kombucha, loves it, talks about going to the distillery all the time where we live. They also, recently, this Friday actually, talked to me in how they watched a YouTube video where a guy ran electricity through blood of somebody that had the COVID vaccine and it turned into a microchip. And I never wanted to strangle somebody so bad.
I don't.
Oh, there was another good one they were telling me about how the government wants to put algae.
If we can figure out a way to turn blood into microchips, I'm gonna make so much money.
But I mean, they also had this theory that the government was trying to control people by putting algae into their brains and then shining fluorescent light on their heads to take control of their minds.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like,
That hurts me on such a deep level that somebody could believe that.
just yeah.
This
man,
is the trained practitioner I work with.
Yeah, I know. It's just. Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, they're horrifically racist too. It's astounding to be this much of a hippie and that racist at the same time.
Man, ooh, that's something I learned up here, further north. That's not rare at all. Holy shit.
Really?
Oh goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
To be fair though, most of the racism up north is against Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, which
I feel that's most of the United States has that.
it's not around here. People here are not racist against Mexicans or Puerto Ricans. They are racist against black people and Jewish people.
Huh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mormons. That's
Why
a
would
race,
you be-
but
That's not. I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's racist, but
no, but they really hate Mormons here.
no, I can see that. That's that particular flavor of Protestantism in that area. Yeah.
Moving in on their turf, yo.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
there was a time when, at the area that I live in, where Mormons were banned. Like if you were a Mormon, you got, they got like, I wouldn't even say shunned. They got driven out of the area.
Damn.
At one point in time, there were laws against practicing Mormonism in this area. Which, I mean, I don't really like Mormons either, but I think it's just as valid as any of the other religions out there, so if they want to practice it, go for it.
Yeah.
And the reason is because for a while, back in the early days when this place was being settled, and then during, I don't know what time period, but whenever all that hoopla about the Mormons and polygamy was happening, the Mormons around here were all polygamists. So they got driven out of the area, and only recently have they come back to the area, and people still think of them as polygamists, which is counter to their Christian values. And that's what we have around here, is mostly people who care deeply about what other people are doing with their relationships and love life. Plus, they had the problem of the Mormons around here were doing the child marriage thing. And the polygamy, so.
Jesus. Religion is fun. Alright, let's steer this conversation away from something depressing like that. You guys excited to do Baldur's Gate tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can't
we
promise
will-
I'll find a better way to murder you.
But
Started off
you
strong,
can
but
try. That was great. That was so good. Oh,
I enjoyed that clip I made.
pretty fucking good.
I hate the sound of my voice when I'm laughing, but I could not stop laughing.
Oh man, that's like a perfect selling quip for that one. I actively hate 1 to 2/3 of this entire experience, and I couldn't stop laughing.
It was just so perfect, though.
Oh, it was fantastic.
The one place we should have not gone into.
After like 20 seconds of me blathering to buy myself time because I couldn't figure out where the closest door was.
And then you found the closest door, you immediately went in. Didn't say anything, Rourke immediately followed you in, and then you knocked out without saying a word.
I didn't say a word. I mean, it was while I might have been through the door, but I didn't say a word.
It was great. And I'm almost there, as you just made it in. I'm almost there.
You get to
And I
watch
get
me
to see
bail out with
pop
a
out.
bunch of
and then
spiders
get
on me.
Spiders. Oh yeah. From my angle, it was great because I was on I didn't need loading screen or popping in between zones or anything. So I see Nick go in, and then I see Rourke go in, and then I hear the screaming. Nick pops out and walks away. Then Rourke pops out, and then spiders just pour out of the entrance and surround him.
Hey, to be fair,
like
I don't just walk away. I get to the other side of the fence where it is safer.
It looks me directly in the eye as I die.
Yeah, you get out, go straight towards the fence, and then spiders surround you and block you in. It was just perfect. And I'm like halfway walking over to you. Oh. You just scared Lope down. Well, you were dying. What else could you do? You were surrounded by spiders.
Alright. Alright. Oh, we leveled again. I didn't even notice.
Oh, nice.
We're not doing too bad.
Yeah, we're almost halfway, huh?
Yeah. We have other options when we get higher, although, again, we could stay in the zone. We have goblins to the north.
Yes, that went so
that
well
went
last
so
time.
well last time.
It's
We
like
also
the
have
first
the,
episode of Goblin Slayer.
Terrible.
Goblins. Damn. Just think how fun it would be. Giant goblins, because we're tiny now.
I got this.
That guy had 3 weapons.
Yeah. You know, for all 3 of his arms.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, either that or... No, I shan't. Codpiece. That's what the irritated one was.
Nice. The dagger, that was the codpiece.
Yep.
I mean, if a skeleton was going to have a codpiece, I figured they would, like, take the femur of a different skeleton.
No.
It would be a bone.
Just have the dagger sitting in the pelvis, rattling around.
You get a weapon in each hand, and then you just get a pelvic thrust at the end. That's the combo.
Stab, stab, thrust. Stab, stab, thrust. Stab, thrust, stab. He wasn't dual wielding, he was tri wielding.
Does that make me try hard?
Oh!
I mean, she's made of bones, they're hard.
It works on several levels. It's a triumvirate joke. Oh god.
We've broken the joke barrier.
We're reaching goof levels only theorized of.
Oh.
It's a skeleton. Go, giant, take your kitty. Murderize it.
Kick it in the chins.
I still think it's hilarious that Shrink and Tiny Companion make it bigger.
Right.
I mean, this is probably the biggest it's ever been.
Yes, but we're also tiny.
Yeah,
I made it quite small.
but even still, like, if we were normal size, I think this would be bigger than it normally is.
Oh yeah. It's like hip height now, maybe? If we were normal sized?
Something like that.
I guess I should have left one of us unshrunk so that we can see the size difference.
That's what she said.
But no, she said, "Honey, I shrunk the kids." I know he said that.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
Never
either
mind.
way.
Yeah, I guess.
And there's There's also the lesser-known Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
No, that was the one where the kid was the size of a kaiju.
Yep.
Yeah, it was terrible. We
It
don't talk
was.
about that one.
God, it was. You know, until this moment, I thought it was the first Star Wars that was the first movie that I was like understanding that movies could be terrible, but it was that movie. That's right.
Yeah.
That came first.
Wait, you didn't like A New Hope?
No. That's the fourth Star Wars.
Got it.
Yeah.
No, okay, so with the Star Wars thing, I like the idea that Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord.
I am so down for that interpretation.
I will need to find the documentary about it and how a guy like pieces together key moments in the like movie that shows that he's actually kind of controlling things.
Yeah.
I think he was just a mistake.
No, but like one of the points he makes in the movie was they're talking to I don't remember who it was, but there we go. Just refused to throw the weapon. They were talking to somebody, and they made a weird comment that wasn't like them. And in the back corner, you can see Jar Jar do the hand motion and then like speak softly with his lips, like he was talking through them.
Apparently, George Lucas himself has said that Jar Jar Binks was originally so intended to be an undercover Sith Lord.
Really?
Yep.
Fucking love it. That would make sense because I guess he also did some shit in the Clone Wars comic.
Yeah.
So yeah, supposedly, according to George Lucas, the original intent of Jar Jar was to be Darth Jar Jar.
That would have been amazing. Someone remake the original trilogy. Did it just resist the root?
It did. That's just.
I knew it.
I felt a little insulted.
It is a magical golem construct. They're very magic resistant.
It's also flying.
Yeah, it's also flying.
I like the excuse.
Right, don't throw the fucking dagger at it. Kick it and run. Yeah, and I guess the winning combination is you let George Lucas shoot the movie once, and I think it's his wife that does the editing that made the movies better.
The first original 3 trilogy, the 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the consensus at this point. Well, that and the fact that like fucking Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Mark Hamill, he wasn't George Lucas at the time. He was just George, the random like recent grad from Caltech.
Yeah.
So they would debate with him and like they would discuss how the characters would do things, and they would be like, "This is terrible writing. What the fuck are you talking about? No one talks like this."
I still think how they worked in the fact that Mark Hamill had that motorcycle accident and was gravely injured
Right?
between making the films, and they worked that into the films really well.
They did.
Like, that was an unexpected thing that they weren't planning on happening, and they still managed to work it into the film in a way that made it seem like it made sense why he was kind of fucked up now.
Mm.
Oh, this actually brings up an idea that I had. I found this weird music video I believe I sent to you, Lope, about, it was like Batman.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Yeah. So the idea is they need to do a Batman movie, but do it in the way they would normally do like Columbo. So you follow the villain, but you know, Batman always shows up at like the right time to do the right thing. But you have to shoot it also where Batman's a serial killer sort of vibe.
Oh, so it is from the like he is this Mothman type motherfucker.
Yeah, because
Like,
you know,
he shows up and you just fucking disappear.
because you don't feel this like fear of Batman, so you want to be like, from the perspective of the criminal, this is how scary Batman is.
Yeah, that would be legit.
Like Henchman 3 reaching for his gun, Batman just kicks him and makes him shoot himself in the junk.
I think you could just make a horror film where Batman is the terrible thing that goes bump in the night.
No, I mean that's
Like you, yeah, but like an actual horror movie.
yeah.
That would be fun.
Maybe like when Batman turned into a monster and have him actually be a monster.
No. Like, all the people that you're seeing in the movie, like, do it like, oh, what's that movie? The horror movie that wasn't that good, but it would make sense for the plot. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Ah,
So all the people in the movie that are dying from Batman are bad people, but it's a horror movie with Batman as the villain,
Yeah,
even though
that,
he's killing bad people.
yeah,
I
that
know
would be the
Batman
idea.
doesn't. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
But
you don't
I-
even have to
I
necessarily
don't
have
mean
it
doing
like,
it in the Columbo style. I mean doing it in a horror movie style.
Well, yeah, but the Columbo style was just the only way I could think about it because Columbo always follows the villain, and Columbo is just there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we don't need to see how Batman solves this. We just need to see how the villain functions and what they see Batman as. Because remember, like, every time they see Batman, they kind of actively shit themselves.
yeah.
Because if Batman don't kill you, your medical bills will.
Oh shit! I also just realized like it totally still fits with how they portray Batman and Bruce Wayne in some of the things, because it's like, yeah, sometimes the bat gets you, and like you're unconscious and you get sent to the hospital, or you just disappear, and it's like, there's proof that Bruce does like put people into witness protection a lot. Like they'll just get disappeared out of Gotham and go somewhere else because they need to be there to testify for a court case. So it's like, oh yeah, this dude that I knew growing up, we've worked for the same guy for years. We both got hit by Batman. I managed to get away with, a broken leg and cracked ribs, and he disappeared. No one knows where he is, where he went.
He was behind me for a second, and then I never heard him leave.
Right? I found his shoe. That's all that I found. Because it fell from the fucking sky.
Yeah, because they kind of did that in one of the animes that they did, where the short film followed, I think it was Commissioner Gordon. And Batman just shows up and, looks like a freaking beast.
Look at all those beautiful gargoyle parts.
You may have to move soon.
No?
Why?
It's light blue now.
Not all of them. But yeah, we're getting to the edge of what's useful on this island. This island goes to about level 25 unless we want to start killing the specters near the tower at the center.
Oh yeah, another idea for a show or movie that I think you could get. You could make a shitload of money with this idea, because the production value would be next to nothing. You basically... You call the show LARP, or something like that, and you have a high fantasy game, or you have a high fantasy setting, good, like, Lord of the Rings-esque sort of story.
Mm-hmm.
But all the actors and everything are just LARPing. And they have, like, shit costumes, cardboard armor, like, whatever.
That sounds kind of hilarious.
You don't acknowledge that they're LARPing. It is just a straight-up fantasy story.
I mean, I feel like that's been done by everybody that has ever been interested in film, doing college or even like high school film stuff. That's pretty much been done so many times. There's so many of those out there now.
Yeah, but I'm talking like big budget stuff. But you don't need to have a big budget. This would just be almost a pure game.
I don't know. I feel like it's already been done so much. It would look sloppy and like somebody making a film in high school or early college film classes type stuff.
That's partly the idea. all the budget basically would be on story, and you have a good story. You just have people acting to the best of their abilities.
Again, I think it's you're saying we should make it, but I'm telling you that already exists. Lots of them. I don't know why
I'm
we
not
need to
saying
make.
we need to make it. I'm just saying that there would be a
Well, not
great
we,
idea
but
to.
You say. Well, I guess it's a great idea since it's been done so much and so often.
No, I
But
mean, like, look at the Critical
It's
Role.
literally a genre of film that you're talking about making. That, like, it's the genre of film that already exists.
What's the? I don't know this genre then.
Neither do I.
I mean, I guess that would be what, indie.
Hey, I guess they're indie, but like,
Because like,
Like,
there's been movies where they are about LARPing, but it's not.
no, not about what like there's any like kid or high school like fan project or like trying to learn and get into filming.
Yeah.
It's basically what you're describing. And people do it in college, at the college level, to make films for their graduate stuff, for everything like that. And it's one of the genres that people do that with, and they do it exactly like that. They're not given budgets to work with, and they're not, like, you're doing it for college, so you make do with what you have. And multiple people work on it from different aspects of the film industry. That are going through college with you, and that's the type of film that gets made all the time by film college students. That's just...
I don't know if that's a genre, though.
Yeah,
That's
I wouldn't call it a
I think it
genre.
makes it
That's
a
just
genre.
a class project.
But there's so many of them that exist already that I would say that qualifies it as a genre, even if it's not widely distributed. It's still a genre.
I feel it has to be widely distributed to be a genre.
I don't think that's what makes a genre a genre.
There's so much of it around that everybody can agree on that falls into a category. I feel that means it's a genre at that point.
And we are deep in this weird linguistics hole. I think I just felt something wiggle next to me. What the fuck? We found the eels of English. You know what we were describing? Fuck. Monty Python.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we play it straight, it's still that group of people, because it's like...
Monty Python and the Holy Grail is basically that.
Yeah, but like, I'm talking less costume design.
Like, totally... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Again, that's like high school level.
Well, I mean,
And
like,
college-
if you...
College
you
film
can go...
level.
Yeah, but you can also go like a Tarantino route with it, where you spend a lot of time trying to make it specifically look that kind of like weird and low budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually going to be more high budget than making it look low budget, but doing it with high budget production values is going to actually end up costing more than. But yes, I suppose you could. I don't think. I still say that that's pretty much covered by film school projects.
But it's like they don't all just make fantasies, though. Like,
no, they don't. But
I mean, like if you use film school as a genre, it literally contains every other genre.
I'm not using film school as a genre. I'm saying it's one of the genres that is done in film school.
Yeah. That literally,
Fantasy? Yeah.
Like, I feel like I am fundamentally not understanding something here.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm going to just assume that you don't like film school movies. And I can't blame you on that one.
It's not that I don't like them. I just don't see the reason to make one into a high production affair when there's already plenty of terrible movies.
I'm not
out
saying
there.
make a terrible movie. I'm just saying you do something like, okay, you take Lord of the Rings, you remove the costumes, the locations, the sets, and all that stuff, and you just have people LARPing, but it's the same level of writing as Lord of the Rings.
Yes, you see that kind of stuff in film school all the freaking time.
No, you don't. I will argue that one.
I mean,
like I said, with the Critical Role animation that's out, it's basically that, but you have the actual actors instead of animation for the whole thing.
gotcha.
But you were saying that you have them just be random LARPers, not actual paid actors acting out.
No, actual
that's
paid
film
actors.
freaking school.
No, I'm not saying actual LARPers. I'm saying they're actually LARPing. You have, like, put any big name you want. They put them in a cardboard armor set, and they're now the grand hero that has to venture through the fucking 7-Eleven to get the Holy Grail, which is Gatorade.
There we go.
Again, I've seen lots of stuff really similar to that in like film school stuff, so I just don't see the point.
Well, I don't watch college shows that much, so...
When I was in college, all of my roommates were film people, and they watched a lot of them all the time, and I saw a lot of that stuff, so to me it's just like, why make something that already exists?
Why did you watch it?
Well,
They watched
that's
it to
learning.
study the other... Yeah. It was part of their studies. They had to watch it.
No, I didn't ask why they watched it. I asked why you watched it.
Because I was in the same dorm room as them. We only had one TV.
See.
Yeah, but I'm also not saying make it incompetently, like probably some
I
of those
didn't make
movies
it
were.
incompetently.
I am so lost in this conversation. What was bad about the movies then?
I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm saying why make something that already exists? Again.
How do you make something new?
Well,
Everything's already existing.
well, but like, you're talking about making it into a thing when it's already a thing. That's what I'm not... You're like talking about making it into a thing when it's already a thing. That's like...
I'm talking about making a movie.
Yeah. They already...
I guess we shouldn't make any more movies then.
No, it's... It'd be like if I came up to you, you know what would be great? If we made a superhero movie.
Okay.
That's what it feels like you're saying to me. It's such a generic thing that you're saying, let's make a superhero movie. I'm like, okay, you need more than just that, because those already exist. There's lots of superhero movies. That's not telling me... You're literally saying a type of movie, we should make that. That's not...
Well, no, I'm saying let's, like, a high fantasy movie where, like, okay, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, the new Lord of the Rings show, big budgets, big waste of money on all the effects. Yes, most of them are beautiful, some of them are not. But I'm saying you take something like that, a grand, glorious story, lots of epic writing and all that stuff, and you do it with no costumes. It is just a bunch of people LARPing. That's the idea of the movie.
Okay, you have to understand though, what I'm hearing, I know you think you're being clever and everything, but here's what I'm hearing from somebody who's watched a lot of college level film stuff, is I'm hearing you say, let's make a superhero movie where they don't wear capes.
I mean, that was The Incredibles.
pretty much. Those are
Exactly.
like the main thing of The Incredibles, yeah.
Exactly. My
Okay, so
point.
what
And
fantasy?
they made an Incredibles 2. I don't understand your issue here. It was so good they did it again, and it was also a success.
I understand, but it's not like you're making it sound like it's this big thing that hasn't been done before, but it has so much. That's why I'm like so confused. Like you're literally saying, let's make a superhero movie where they don't have capes. I'm like, but that already exists.
I'm not saying that it hasn't been made before. I'm just saying I would like to see it.
Yeah. It hasn't been done in a while, I guess. It hasn't been done in a manner that I have access to.
Okay, fine. That's a fair argument then.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to understand. From me, it sounds like you're saying, let's make a superhero. Okay, it's like
I mean, I'm actually trying to help you, like, have it not be that maddening, but
Okay, so
it's like I get what you're saying, but you just
I'm sorry.
It all started out with me saying that's already a thing, and you're like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. And I keep explaining how it's a thing, and you're not understanding how it's already a thing.
No,
and
I understand that it is a college movie idea, but I'm not saying let's make a college movie. I'm saying it's big production that actually has a lot of talent behind it. A Quentin Tarantino thing where it is meant to look this way. Like the, what's that YouTube channel where they have life as an NPC stuff?
I know what you're talking about.
ooh, I have a stout. I'll be right back.
Probably shouldn't have pulled while he's away.
I can heal. Not that I think you'll need it.
Yeah, these guys don't hurt too bad.
Because we're tiny. It's hard for them to hit us.
Yeah, your ward is also taking half the damage for me.
It's not really taking any damage. I guess it's taking a little bit of damage.
half of nothing, still nothing.
That's what we need to get, Lope. This right here.
No.
Shield of Striding.
Just float everywhere.
Yeah. Throw the weapon. I don't know why he refuses to throw the weapon sometimes. Stop spinning! Oh god.
All the spins.
He gave me the spins!
You didn't pull it back far enough. Got another one.
I don't think it came from a ways.
At
Okay,
least,
it's just a gargoyle.
this one probably won't run then.
No, but the next one will. Hey, my block went up. Aw, it went away. But I got healed. I like how they just sit down when they die. Let's
Look at
move
this.
back closer to our safe area.
Hey,
I guess.
this guy here wanted to be safe. What are you, OSHA?
I do have my OSHA certification, so.
Ah, shit.
Oh, fuck! Jesus!
Yeah, I do like that at my work sometimes. Explaining things is like, this is the way we were supposed to do it. This is the way we do it. You only had
Gotta follow the OSHA rules, man.
when they're looking.
Well, they're always looking.
Always watching you, Wazowski.
Knife.
I got a new idea for a D&D character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A barbarian that has as many weapon proficiencies as I can get, so long as I can work them into a terrible, like, 90s one-liner pun. Axes, of course. I can axe everyone a question. Knives. Knife.
Knife to meet
Has
you.
to be a knife. Knife to meet you, exactly. That's all I got so far, but I like to give myself a challenge sometimes.
Yeah.
Self-enrichment.
Have a maced evening.
Ah, there we go. Join the club. That's a gimme.
Have a great mall.
Oh, there we go. Have them all. There we go. I could multi-class into monk. Just, you know. Damn it! I had a joke for that one, but it left my brain halfway through. So now y'all just gonna have to persist in limbo with me.
And I can't go that low. I'm sorry.
It's the ferret.
Wrangle the ferret brain.
Gotta wriggle it. That was it. Break a leg. Or I guess I could just hit people with a leg too. That works.
Yeah.
See, you use a rapier, and you tell people sorry for being so precise.
Oh. I dig it. I feel like that's a bard. I feel like that's a fucking English major bard who did a specialization PhD in grammatical structure. Your cutting words is just correcting people's grammar. The pain comes from trying to understand how I managed to enunciate a comma.
I mean, how would that work on illiterate creatures, though?
I feel like it would make it more effective. I'll just describe traps. You just growl at them.
Grammarly correct growling?
There we go, yes.
Alright.
No, I'm afraid that's one too many R's in your grr.
The correct way is go.
Yeah, no, that did psychic damage to me, so I think it's a winner.
I think you could also do the monk thing and figure out there's got to be a pun for nuns and nunchucks.
Oh, there we go.
Or you could go the dumb fighter way about it and just make really bad ones.
I mean, that has a charm to it, but I want it to make sense. I want it to be like this. That's why I wanted it to be a barbarian. I wanted it to be like this barbarian, like, spends his off hours just trying to come up with weapon puns.
I feel that would be better if he didn't make them good.
What do you call a man who sword fights often and has extreme anxiety disorder? He's a warrior!
Exactly. There we go. That's like a father-in-law joke.
Yeah.
It's not even a dad joke. It's when a dad, like, hasn't had anyone to dad joke at for a while, and they, like, ferment.
What did the guards suspect when they found a body of a sword swallower?
I don't know.
They thought it was an inside job.
The council has decided that was a groaner.
That was a good groaner, though.
What do you say to a hunter who trades his bow and arrow for a short sword?
What's that?
The hunter has to be crazy and deranged.
Terrible. Terrible.
Man, you went from
Which math problems can be solved by using swords?
division.
Yeah, long division.
You can make a.
I'm good at division and multiplying.
You could make a ranger that only communicates through written notes, but he has to shoot them from his air all the time.
Blunt arrows for friendlies.
I think it just has a series of differently sized bows. It's got just like a tiny one.
We've been trying to reach you about your extended loan on your car. I hope this arrow finds you well.
Oh man.
One of those drow wrist crossbows for personal messages between friends.
There
Between party members.
That's
With a little dart.
I could do message. Oh man. Yeah, no, that's a new fucking barbarian like rage battle cry. As per my last email.
As per my last email.
I'm bringing the hammer down now, motherfucker!
That would be a very effective like battle cry, busting through a fucking wall and shouting that.
Right? You want something that, like, if not inspiring fear, at least causes hesitation in those that hear it.
And whirlwind attack with to whom it may concern.
That would just be a good battle charge right there. To whom it may concern.
I feel like that's the phrase to tell you to pull the lever on a fucking trebuchet.
What about a bard that speaks only in manager terms?
Oh god. I mean, they would really synergize the party well. They'd really utilize all the resources available. I can keep going too. That's the worst part, man.
I got this bardic inspiration, but I hate it.
But it hurts me so. He's really a warlock. He just pretends to be a bard.
That's another thing you can do. Whenever your barbarian goes into a barbarian rage, they just scream, "I find this extremely relaxing."
You are in a safe place. I do not judge.
Oh, that would kind of be perfect, yes. I don't know why everyone's so into getting murdered, but, you know, if that's their thing... I'm very upfront with everyone. If you want me to murder you, just say so.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
We could just do dad things. No matter what, a different dad thing every time. Like, the next scream's like, "Put a sparkle on if you're cold!"
Don't leave on the
use
lights.
tone with me. Don't use that tone with me. Pull my finger.
I'll give you something to cry about.
When I was your age. Don't make that face, it'll get stuck like that.
Hold the light still.
You pay the rent, you can make the rules.
Oh, fuck. It's laughing too hard. Gargoyle got away.
Don't touch the thermostat. They don't make them like they used to.
There we go.
I am not your chauffeur. Hay is for horses. You're going out dressed like that?
Is that a dad thing or is it a mom thing?
I think it's more of a mom thing.
It's a dad thing too.
Yeah, fair.
Eh.
I'd definitely say that's a curse. So you know.
Oh, here we go. Ask your mother.
Were you raised in a barn?
We're perfectly crafting the dead Barian.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Keep your eyes on the ball.
A puppy's a big responsibility.
Ah, yeah. Don't spend it all in one place.
It doesn't
No,
grow.
your other right.
Clockwise, the other clockwise.
It's always the last place you look.
There we go. That's a good thing.
I can't. My throat is hurting. I can't really yell anymore, so I'm just kind of saying them now.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of things to say. Most of the shit my father says to me, I can't say on.
Right? Especially once you get to hit adulthood.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, I mean, like, so there's one thing that I can't say on stream because it's literally just a series of curse words strung together.
Yeah.
But the thing is my dad got that from my great grandmother.
Ooh. Yeah. Good one for a fight. Saddle up, partner.
Oh, there we go. Walk it off.
Walk it off.
Ooh,
Rub some dirt on it.
you just killed something. That's going nowhere.
Oh, that's great. My dad was just taking a nap anytime. Roadkill, just taking a nap.
Yeah.
Or we sing about it like the dead skunks.
You're rushing at somebody like some bandit, and you're just like, "Don't look, sweetie."
And you guys sung about roadkill. I guess when my dad was walking with my sister at one point, they found a roadkill lizard, and it was flattened completely. So he decided to pick it up and throw it like a frisbee at her.
Yes.
Apparently, she was none too happy about that.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Oh, fuck, son. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you grow up and then learn. Oh, my parents an asshole. It was like that one time I was asking for a weird day off so I can go hang out with you and everybody. And he was like, why specifically that day? I was like, oh, that's when my friends have a day off. I was like, oh, right, you're the only one with a real job. I'm like, wow.
I mean, asshole. But to be fair, not untrue.
You're not wrong. But I feel guilty that you said that to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's when I was still the part-time dishwasher.
Yeah.
I hadn't even paid line cook by that point.
I am amazed you stayed there as long as you did.
I am nothing if not stubborn.
But it was like, unstoppable force versus an unmovable force. It was just interesting.
Yeah, it was
I've never seen somebody with such a tight asshole before.
Right? Though? It's like, I feel like he needs to be studied. Like in a lab. We'd be able to unlock so many mysteries of humanity. How is this man still alive? How does he have a wife?
For context,
For
anybody listening, me and another friend of ours, we decided to go visit Lope at where he works and order some food for him because he was cooking at the time. And we decided, make it a surprise, make it interesting. So we go there, and we sit down and we decide, oh, you know what? Fettuccine Alfredo sounds really good. We'll order that. Oh, and they serve tri-tip here. So one of our friend decided, hey, instead of the chicken, can I get tri-tip on my fettuccine? And we were talking to the owner who was serving us. He said, sure, not a problem. And it wasn't until after we ate and spoke to Lope again, that was a big problem.
Specifically to him, mind you.
God.
Specifically to the boss. So, from my point of view, it's a pretty slow Friday night. So it's like, it's busy, but Fridays was our busiest thing, so they could get a lot busier. Near the end of the evening, to the end of my shift, the fucking owner comes back, behaving as if someone has asked him to split the atom in front of him, essentially. And calls me away from what I was doing at the time, which was starting the closing procedures. Because fuck you, Dirk. But wanted to know if we thought we would be able to put tri-tip into an Alfredo. And
yeah, that's not hard to do.
Right, the other cook and I were like, yeah. They want tri-tip on their Alfredo? Yeah, that sounds good. And he was like, well, are you sure? I've never heard of that before. And we were like, really? You've never heard? Yeah, we could. It's not that big of an issue. As long as you know how to charge for it, it's fine. We have tri-tip. We make a tri-tip every Friday. It's been a slow night, and we have 3/4 of a tri-tip left. We're fine.
Yeah.
Actually, during the meal, he hovered around the table a lot. He must have asked us how we enjoyed the meal 5 times.
Yeah, and the thing is he didn't want to be in the back because everyone wanted to go home, and people would have asked him to do stuff to help close. And normally what he does is he goes out and he talks to the customers, because if they're in that late at night, they're usually one of the local people, which is to say they're retirees, and they are more than happy to talk with the nice young man who's, 50.
Yeah.
But it's fucking Rourke and our friend who are like, hey, we're just eating food. Please go away, weird old dude with a ponytail.
Oh my god, the dirty ass ponytail.
Oh. I if you want to have a ponytail, fine, but don't do it that way. Don't be the old dude who's like, yeah. Don't be Elon Musk. Don't be Elon Musk when he's 50. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah.
It's all matted and shit.
Oh, man, it was bad. Dude was breaking so many laws he didn't even know existed.
So, we hit 25. We're pretty much done here.
You want to get a little buffer?
We could, but the other option is to go to the, over there.
Alright.
Over there being Goblin Town?
No, literally, the zone is called the over there.
Oh.
Oh.
Man, I thought you were being clever.
Right out of my sails. Here, let me get some movement buffs so I can get it to us.
I'm. I was origining, but I'll cancel my origin.
Origin works. Actually, let's origin. That's a better idea because it's also like 4 or 6.
Yeah, it's time to stop the night, and next time we'll go to the over there.
Yeah.
Which sounds weird, but that's what the zone's called.
It's not. We're not being cute about it. It's just called the over there. Over yonder, as some say.
We're gonna go over there now.
Yeah, just gonna go over there, kill a few things, you know, normal stuff.
Excellent.
But yeah, so. But I think we're ready for over there.
Oh shit.
Man, that actually like makes me. I am more concerned about going to over there than I am the ocean of tears.
Just 'cause it's called over there.
Right? Like it makes me feel more intimidated, honestly. It's like why ain't it got a name? What's going on here?
It's just over there. Don't worry about it. Over there. We're over here. It's over there. And soon we'll be over there.
So you just need to come here.
Yeah. I made some pretty decent money.
Yeah.
Nice.
And some boots that sold
I'm
for
up to-
platinum.
All those gargoyle parts, I sold some of them. I'm now up to 237 platinum.
Damn.
What? Sorry. Okay.
Oh, let's make my tiger bigger, yeah?
Oh, we're bigger too now. Yay.
Yay. It's still hip height.
Ooh.
Yeah, it didn't get bigger.
Like it's big though.
Yeah.
How did I get 31 gargoyle eyes?
Good rolling. Should be
Yes.
decent money.
We also dropped like
It is.
4 at a time.
True.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'll shrink myself down as little as possible. Then when Lope comes back here, I'll shrink him. Oh, wait, no. I shrunk you once. I meant to. Lope will stay normal size. I will be the smallest. Rook will be middle.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Well, now you're gonna drown.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Well, you got out. You can exit to
Ooh,
the
I have
back there.
299 platinum.
Man, you guys passed me in
What?
platinum. I only got 100. But I also didn't roll on
And we-
the.
We need
gargoyle
spells.
parts.
We need it more than you do.
Yeah.
And we just need Lope to line up.
Hold on.
Literally, it's just a 50% drop in size.
Yeah.
Well, thank you those that were here for the stream. I hope it was enjoyable and had entertaining thoughts while we screamed at each other mostly.
Yeah. My voice is sore now. My throat hurts.
Oh, good, because we got a lot of narrating to do tomorrow.
I know.
Perfect.
So be sure to come back tomorrow for some Baldur's Gate, where we continue to bumble around and find our way through that.
I'm not helping. It was too hilarious last time when I didn't.
It was perfect.
It is my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate entirely. I'm totally blind.
We've gone way past where I've played, so this is all new to me too.
Excellent. This will be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I've played through it many times. Oh, here's Lope. Yay! Now we can line up by size. Or, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. We're a Horizon bar.
Ugh.
That joke's funny if you lived and were aware of cell phones in the 90s.
Yeah, basically.
Man, fucking Nokia was the shit. Fucking
It's-
Snake.
Yeah.
And I could text. Oh, that was great.
Oh, man,
Oh, like-
Snake itself was fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Texts were like 20 characters long.
hmm And they cost you a nickel.
God.
I'm not even joking.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not. That's the sad part. You're really not.
I thought that it was 5 cents. I couldn't fucking. Oh. Every part of that filled me with delight at the time because I was like, oh my god, when I'm older, I could tell people it cost a nickel. I thought I missed my era.
Oh my god. Well,
Back in my day, texts were 5 cents a text.
it was uphill both ways.
I've been both ways.
Uh,
Had to carry the text to the Twitter Central.
You had to have enough bars on your phone.
we didn't have Facebook, we had MySpace.
Oh god.
No, before that, we didn't have MySpace. We had AIM.
Yeah, and
Man, I heard somebody with that as like their ringtone the other day, or like
Oh.
message sound. I was like, what? What? My past? What?
it's like, yeah. Might physically attack someone if they had that near me.
You kind of are, required to.
Yeah, right. It's like, nope, no.
Alright, well, thank you all for joining the stream and hope to see you next time.
Have a good night, y'all.
Night.